Hello, welcome to an unauthorized tutorial on how to set up your Sierra charts. So typically you'll come in, you won't be connected, so you're going to need to connect to a data service. So you have to select one. Typically the default is going to be SC Data All Services, which is what we're going to select. If you click this button, you can see other providers they have. So your futures with CQG or Bloomberg, they do have some crypto connectivity, or the JS Services DTC server. So we're going to select SC Data, hit OK, go to File, and connect to the data feed. So it turns green, says you're on. Then you go to File, and we're going to find symbol. And here you can see all the different futures markets that they have. They also have equities and just regular indices, stocks. And here's some of the crypto that they offer. And we're going to take a look at Bitfinex. First time you come in here, they'll ask you to get the symbols, and you hit Get Symbols. Symbols will pop up, and then you can scroll down and find the market that you're interested in. And I'm going to select Ether, hit OK, and I'm going to open an intraday chart and hit Close. And take a little time to download some of the historical data. You can drag the bottom to shrink the chart. You can also drag the top or the vertical axis and shrink it that way, or horizontal axis and shrink it this way. You hit this button, you can move it over. Once you find kind of the balance how you like to see your charts, you can come over here to Chart and hit Lock Fill Space. And so now when I move it, it's always going to keep a space here instead of coming all the way to the end. As you can see, this is a bar chart. So it's open, high, low, last bar. I prefer that. If you want to edit the settings, you can come to Chart and then Graphic Settings. And so let's say we want to change the chart background, change the color. So we want to change it to a gray, maybe even a darker gray. You can hit OK. Now, if I just hit Apply now, it's not going to work. I need to uncheck this box. And then if I hit Apply, change my settings there. You can change the grid color, and it'll show you. So maybe I want to put that to black. It's white, so that's there. If you're not sure what the changes will do, you can just hit Apply. If you don't like green up, red down bars, you can change that. You can also change the width of the bar, or the opening of it, or the close. It's a little too dark, but you change the background. So I change it back to the default. I'll show you a couple other things. You can add a horizontal grid to all regions if you want to. You can also do a vertical grid, and that will typically mark off the day. Up here are some quick keys. So currently, this is a 1-minute chart. If I wanted to change it to a 10-minute, I could just hit that button. And then you can see how it's broken. The verticals break it up into the days. Also look at a daily chart. And on the daily, it might be a little too much, so you can go and move the vertical grid. You can also do weekly. You can actually do monthly. So if you go to bar periods, over here, there's no hotkey for monthly, but if you wanted to see a monthly chart, you could see that. Daily. I'm going to shrink this so we have a separate window. So once I have my chart configured how I like to, I can right click and refresh data by hitting the delete and download data. So if you ever need to refresh your data, get it updated, that's one way to do it. After you get everything configured how you like it, you can hit here, come over here and hit duplicate chart. And you can duplicate the chart. And then you can go to chart settings. And I can come here and I can change this symbol. Put Bitcoin up. And that's a quick way to just, you get everything configured once and then you go and duplicate your charts and just go through it that way. Sierra Charts has many tools and you can customize this thing out completely. Cannot say that I can go through every single aspect of it. Definitely, they've got a lot of help tutorials that can take you through to do everything you need. Under the tools section, if you want to draw lines, you can do it. You can edit the color of those lines if you want to. This chart drawing properties allows you to do a lot of different things, different customizations. If you want to do retracements, they've got preset configurations and you can go in and you can customize them out. You could change the colors of these if you want to. And then you can also create custom configurations where you could name it and save it, but I'm not going to get into all that detail. Just it's got this program has a lot of features if you like to play around with stuff like that. They also have different studies that you can add. So let's say we want to take a look at the ADX, click on it, hit add. We can go to settings. If I want to change that to a 10 period, I'm going to hit apply. And if I want to drag it, shrink it a little bit, I can do that. If you right click on the chart, study settings, should pop up. And if you wanted to change it, you could do that. To remove it, you just hit remove. To set your time under global settings, you can go to time zones. If you're trading spot crypto, you want to have that set to UTC. If you're trading futures out of Chicago, you can come here and you can select Chicago and hit OK. It's important to have the correct time zones, especially if you're going to be using price discovery and price structure. You want to make sure that you're getting your charts are rolling over at the proper time. So I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to pull up a futures. Pull up the S&P June contract. So in this one, I always have it on pointer. So like if we drew a line here and then we wanted to do something else, it'll pop up again. So to get rid of that, you can just hit pointer. Then if you want to remove that, you just right click, hit erase. So futures are a little different in that spot. So we have some other features where if we want to automatically roll the future symbol, also if I want to edit the time on this, I can go to edit global symbol setting. And I can change this to Chicago if I want to. So now this chart with the S&P will have that edited time for its price discovery. The default may come up with smaller number of days. Let's say it only has 50 days to load. You can change that. One thing that, the more days you load on each chart, it's going to draw more resources to support that, and it may slow things down potentially. So you'll have to kind of weigh that. If you do like looking at candlesticks, you can change that here, and you can hit apply, and it'll pull up candlesticks. My thoughts on candlesticks is they're okay for the longer term charts and the historicals, but on the intraday, I do like to look at daily bars. I feel that you're able to get a better sense of price structure when you're using open, high, low, close. Sierra Charts has a great community and help center. So you can go to a support board and ask questions. They are definitely the experts on their platform. What I'm going over now is just pretty much the basics to get things done. And you do also come here to download the current version, which is what you'll need to run the JS Services integration applications. Once you set some charts up and you're going to log off, you can come and save this as a chart book. And you can create a name for it and hit save, and it will save that configuration. And then when you come back in, you can pull everything back up. I advise going through some of the Sierra Charts tutorials, looking through all the information. It's a very powerful application. It's looks kind of old school, which it is, but it pretty much can do whatever you want it to do. You do have access to developers that can do custom work on this for you. The best answers regarding Sierra are from Sierra Charts, but this will get you going to get you set up. Thank you.